Hi there, happy Saturday to all my wonky stitchers. We're here to do another page in Sally's little storybook because we've got her house and we've got her bedroom, so now she would like a little garden. So what I've done is I've got a piece of fabric and I have started. So I thought what I'll do is I'll just get it going before I come on, because this is going to be a bit different. I'm not going to just go all the way through. I'm going to have to do a bit and then finish it and then come back and, you know, like do the next bit. I've made this archway in her garden from just stem stitch, and I'm going to do some flowers around it. I've done some long and short stitches at the bottom for grass, and these ones are longer ones that I think I may or may not put flowers on the top. Oh my goodness, they may be. How many times do you think I'm going to do that? Let's rethread. I've got it ready. I may do some more of the long ones, but I'm going to see what it looks like when I've added some of the darker bits of stitching at the bottom. It's going to take me longer than an hour to do this whole thing. Now, don't do it again, Carol. Come back up here. So I just want to see what it looks like. I'm going to see if I can sort of blend in, because I will use more green, but I just wanted to see if I could blend in this really bright green and the dark. I'll probably need another colour as well. But basically just little short stitches. And I'm using my hoop because I do find it a bit easier on my fingers. So, you know, if you haven't used one yet, have a go, because it's quite easy to do. It keeps your fabric still. And it gives you something to hold. Doesn't hurt your fingers quite so much. As you can see, I'm just going up and down in between. Well, I hope I'm in between my stitches. Last week was so much fun. Absolutely. Doing Sally's bedroom, oh, it's just just so much fun. Guys, I hope you've all done it. I have seen some beautiful photos. And thank you to everybody who has posted them on my Facebook group. Yes, we now have a Facebook group. It's linked to my Recrafted by Carol, what's it called? Facebook page, which is off my main page, because I don't know how to set up a new one without losing my original one, if you see what I mean. I'm not that good with the social media thing, but I just thought it'd be nice if we had a place where you could actually just post your work in, if you didn't want to email me and have it, you know, on the community wall. So I've set up the page and it looks like it's working. People are able to share their pages, so I'll leave the link to that in the description box. So if you are doing Sally's storybook, feel free, post your pages, show off your work. We're all wonky stitchers. As you can see, we're not perfect. We don't pretend to be perfect. We just love to stitch. Some of us have been doing it longer than others, but that's fine. We can all learn from each other. I just do one thing at a time. At the moment, I'm loving this long and short stitch, but I am going to do different stitches on here. I'm going to practice my flowers, so that's going to be fun. And I will do them all with you. I just will do a few at a time. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we're going to do over this hoop. Now, I'm thinking the best sort of thing to do up here will be French knots. I like a French knot. So a couple of turns. And if they go loopy, then that's going to be absolutely fine. I don't mind. I'm going to go sort of both sides like that. I've got rather a thick needle, I think. I don't think I should have such a thick needle. Very well. Oops. And I think it's going to look really pretty. I'm going to change my needle because that's obviously too thick and it's pulling the fabric. I'm going to carry on and do some pink over the top. And I may then put more pink over the top as well, different colour, different shade. And then I'll come back and we'll do some like, you know, wavy green tendrils and we'll see what we think. So as you can see, I have put some of this colour down here. So I'm now just going to go from the bottom, and I don't know if this will work. I'm going to try. And I'm going to do a tiny little back stitch, I think. All the way. Sort of twisting round, hopefully. Oh. Obviously not like that, Carol. Come on. So if I go to the other side there and then come back instead of undoing my stitch. Concentrate on what you're doing. So basically just go backwards and forwards around my stem stitch with the back stitch. And it should make I'm going to go try and make it a bit more fluid. I'm not convinced this is going to look as realistic as I was hoping. Things never look the same when you when you try and do them, do they? Mine don't. I have this little picture in my head when I start about how I would love it to look. And, you know, sometimes it does and sometimes it just doesn't. Like, they look way too straight. So, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Maybe I make them longer, perhaps, like that. Perhaps. I'm gonna come out to the flowers with a little stitch like that. Little baby stitch, just so that they're connected. Because otherwise they're just floating. Little floaty stitches. Floaty stitches, floaty flowers. The words today may be an issue. So we'll see. We'll see how I do. So let's go back down here and then just come out. I don't know. But, you know, the idea's there and it doesn't have to be perfect. We don't do perfect. We just... It's a... What's it called? Expression. It's an expression. And I think it'll be absolutely fine in my little book. Sort of cute. Sort of cute. Oh, talking of cute, I had a little chat with my little Millie today. Just a quick one. I was on my way out and she called, and of course I had to take the message. And yeah, she was showing me how she's standing up now. She's 8 months old, just 8 months, and she's doing all her standing up, so she's very proud of herself. And so yeah, she had to show me. Oh, let's do some little stems out. Let me bend that. Maybe it'll look... Oh, I could bend it. That's quite cool. I'm just going to attach these together. And then maybe we'll go over here and come back. I haven't made any rules or plans or anything. I just, you know, when you just think, oh, I'll do that. I don't know. Do you plan yours out, guys? Let me know. Any of you more experienced stitchers, do plan. Do you like draw it all out? I've seen people do that. I don't think I've done that before. I've stamped. I'm going over there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick that up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and loop that so that it's not so straight like that. It's sort of working. It's not staying as tight as I'd like it to. But that's okay. We can manage. We can manage. I think the sort of impression is there. So how are you all getting on? Has anybody started the garden? I don't know if you wait to watch me and then do your garden, or whether you're going to start without me. I'm quite happy if you want to start without me. It's fine. You don't have to wait. Oh, while I'm doing this bit, there will be a few new subscribers going through underneath. So if you've subscribed recently, keep a lookout for your name. Okay, so we're nearly at the bottom, and I'm going to do that again. I'm going to pull that stitch a bit, just to make it a bit more, look like it's bending. And then this one's probably the last one. There we go. And we'll go down to the bottom, because obviously it's grown up on both sides, not... What do you think? I quite like that. I think that's pretty cool. It's given the idea of what I wanted it to do, which is all I can ask for at my level. Not so wonky today. So there's so far. Now my next step, I want to do a little path. I want to start the little path. I'm not going to finish the little path, because that's like, is that colour? No, that's pink. So these are sort of off a pattern that I've not used, and I'm going to choose this sort of colour for my path, and then maybe add some brown bits in, or some grey bits for like cobblestones, if you see what I mean. I'll explain as I go. So I'm going to use like 2 threads. And just thread my needle. I heard Snowbell a minute ago. I don't know where she's gone now. Always a question. Have any of you got like elderly cats like Snowbell? I mean, she is coming up for, she will be 16 in November. And just lately, she's been doing the weirdest, I can only call it a yowl. And it's really freaky. And she's never done it before. And she keeps doing it. Is this normal? I've not heard her do it, and I'm quite worried. I've read that it could be a sign that she's not very well, but she seems to be her normal self apart from that noise, which is just weird, and I don't understand it. So if any of you have got older cats, do let me know in the comments if your cat does it as well. Be slightly reassuring to know she's not the only one. Okay, so for my path, I've decided I'm going to do little seed stitches. So just random, different directions. Now I'm hoping you'll be able to see this. It's going to be quite pale. And I'm not going to do this for very long, because this is basically all I'm going to do, up and down. And this I'm going to put on another video. I'm trying to catch up. Caroline, I'm binge watching yours at the moment. I've seen Jovie's. I've caught up with Jovie. I'm just catching up with Caroline. And I want to go and watch Carrie do some gel printing because I want to do some of that as well. And she's been doing a series which is pretty cool. And I really want to get my gel plate back out. So, not that, you know, I'm going to be stitching, doing gel printing on here. But because, you know, it's sort of cool, fun thing to do. So I'm going to be watching some videos. I'm going to finish doing some of this. I'm going to come round, and I'm not quite sure how far this path is going to go. So I'm just going to do like a section, and then I'm going to finish it in when I've done some more flowers. So I'm going to do a bit of that, and then we're going to come back again and do some more flowers. I know, I did tell you, this video is going to be a bit like stoppy-starty. Okay. Oh, she is here. Hello. You saying hello? Hello? Yeah, okay. Yes, I know, you're very noisy. What have you got to say for yourself? Really? Okay, right. So I'm going to have a go at the wisteria. I know. And that's going to be coming sort of from the side there. And I think the best thing to do, again, is a stem stitch. I just think it's just such a cool stitch. And I know, I do it all the time. And I will learn some new ones. It is about time I did learn, like, another new stitch. But I do like this. I do like the rope effect of stem stitch. And I know you can, like, you know, twist and things and couch. But this is like my little embroidery book. My Just Because book will be a bit different. That'll have all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff going on. Oh, I think I went a bit far back there. I have a video where I explain how I do stem stitches, but there's lots of videos. Lots of videos, and lots of, once you get the hang of it, you will love it. It's such a cool stitch. Look at that. Ooh, I just like it. So I'm going to just do some sort of funny branchy shape. Yeah, I know it's not a word, all right? I know branch is a word. We'll go with that. And I'm going to take it round at the top. Or the only important bit of stem stitch is to make sure that your loop is always on the same side. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter which side you choose. I like this side because I can put my thumb on it and keep it out the way when I'm doing the next bit. That's my reasoning. If I was doing my loop up there, it's sort of, I don't know, it just feels a bit caggy-handed, as my mum used to say. If you've heard that expression before. Caggy-handed. I don't even know what it means, but it sounds about right for this sort of situation. It means your hands are in the, like, you know, doesn't feel comfortable. Okay, right, now let me just go down, because I think that would be the end of my branch. And I'm thinking we could just come back and join on to another. We can do stem stitch backwards, it's not a problem. Look. You just go backwards. And I might come up there. enjoying that. Sally's going to have a very pretty garden. I don't know, what would your garden be like? Would it be full of flowers? Mine would, ideally. I'd love mine to be full of flowers. I tried vegetables last year and they were doing really well. And then the slugs and the snails came and ate them all. And it really put me off. I really don't feel like doing that this year now. So I might just try flowers this year. Okay, right, I'm going to just go back down into that corner. And maybe we'll do another one. And just go across. And with wisteria, I think the flowers they can be any colour, I think purple is a usual colour. So I'm going to see if I can find a pale purple, because it's quite a, you know, it's not that dark. I don't want really dark colours. And I'm going to come back out again. One more. While I've still, oops. While I've still got some thread on my cotton. Okay, that didn't come out right either, did it? While I've still got some thread on my needle. Do you know what? I'm not going to edit it out because you know me now. You know me. I shouldn't be tired. I had a really good night's sleep last night, which was lovely. I'm not quite sure. I've had a few bad nights, you know, with the old restless knees. Very annoying. You're lying there and you're fidgeting and you're tossing and turning to try and get to sleep. And your legs are all restless. I'm sure you've all been there before. Okay. Well, I'm liking these branches. This one's going to go up a little bit just there. And maybe go across and then down. I'm running out, but that's fine. That was the plan. Use up this thread. So I'm going to have a little dig through my little box and see if I can find a lightish purple, I think. What do you reckon? I think that's probably about enough. Okay, oh, go back down. That would help. Tie me knot on this side. Well, I don't know where to start. Let's just start in the middle. I'm just going to come up. And do a French knot. Yeah, it's going to be French knots because oh my goodness. No. Let's turn that round so I don't do that again. And I think wisteria is all little petals, so French knots are just perfect. I should really have had a bigger piece of this. It's like, I think it's getting a bit loose. But if I have a big piece, this is what I do. I get it tangled up. So I'll get it tangled up either way. I don't know what the solution is. I'd just like to have this in a loop. I keep saying a loop. I mean a hoop, guys. Oh, don't do that. Thank you. I'm going to do it sideways. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to one more French knot there. Oh, here she comes. And then I'm going to go over there. I've just fed you. And then we're just going to do some more dangling down. And that's basically what I'm going to do. Just join the French knots together. Like this. And I think if I do a lot of them, it's going to look really pretty. So again, I'll be back. I'm going to do you a close-up. As you can see, I've got a bit carried away with my wisteria. Loads of French knots, and I've done all different purples and pinks as well as the combined one. And that's what the seed stitching path is looking like so far. Don't know how far it's going to go, but I can fill that in afterwards. I've also done some more French knots here, and they're delphiniums, I think. But I want to put some little flowers down here like a border. So I thought that's what we'd do next. It is taking a while, this one. So I'm thinking yellows, because we haven't got any yellow yet. And I've got some yellow that I want to use up. So I'm going to have a little practice. So let's see what I thought. I have been looking about how to do like little tiny flowers, and I've seen this video. It was like a short. I think you know, the YouTube shorts, and she did a little thing like this, and then went round it with a stem stitch. And I thought, oh, I know the stem stitch. So she said, just go round the outside of your 2 little stitches in a stem stitch. So I thought, okay, we can have a go at that. We know how to leave our loop. I'm going to turn it and come up in the middle. And this, I just want tiny little flowers down here. Like I said, like a little border. But I want to do a few of them. And I think it'll look really sweet. Oh, I think my cotton's a bit twisty. Which I'm quite chuffed. It actually works. Look at that. I didn't think that I could pull this off, but look at that. And I'm sort of pulling it out to the side to make it a little flower. So I'm going to go down. I'm not going to make them bigger than that. I'm just going to make them tiny. But I'm going to do a few more. I might even do some in the grass. See how that goes. Sort of layer it up. So 2 little, like a centre. I suppose you could do that in another colour as well. I might have a go at that. And then just go round it in a stem stitch. So this is a very fiddly one as well, isn't it? I'm going to go back to doing some actual fabric stitching down, I think, next time. Talking of next time, what are we going to do? I've had a suggestion from one of our contributors to Sally's pages on the community post, Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. She's always sending me her photos, how she's coming on. So it's lovely. I just love it. Thank you. so much to everybody who sends in their photos. And don't forget, you can post onto the Facebook group now. We have our Sally's Story Book Facebook group. I can get all my words in the right order. Now, I'm not an expert with Facebook, but I have managed to get the link to the group, because I don't know if it's very easy to find actually through Facebook. Do you know what I mean? And come up and go round the outside. It's probably a good idea for a beginner to leave the middle the same colour. I think I will. And it just makes a little raised flower. I was going to try and do a daisy stitch, but I think it's going to end up too big. I'm thinking of some satin stitches, because, you know, they're only straight stitches. Nothing to be scared of. I'll keep telling myself that. Don't be scared of satin stitch. So yeah, I got a bit carried away. I was having a lovely time just making me French knots. And I just did a few more. But I think it's coming along quite nicely. It's a great way to practice your stitches. There we go. Let's just go down there. So I'm going to do some more of them, and they're also quite time consuming. So I'll just show you a close-up what they look like. And I think they're quite pretty. They're like raised up. This one's not so good because I went wrong. I might do a couple more just to raise it up a bit. And I like them. I like them. Sorry, there you go. And as you can see, looking pretty. Now I did want to try bullion stitch because that's another one of the ones that I struggle with. So I think what I'll do is I'll just start, because, you know, we can just cover in around it with grasses and things. Right, bullion knot. Oh, I know, if I do lots of little ones, they'll be like little stars, won't they? So leave yourself a loop and then come back up. Now, I do find this quite tricky because you have to get this. You have to hold the needle, get your loop. Oh, goodness. I don't like doing this one on camera. Wrap your cotton round and then sort of swap your loop from your needle into the other hand and then pull it through like that. That's another little tiny one, isn't it? And then go down at the end. Not perfect, my bullion knots. They are something I have to work on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do... She says... Oh, why do I do this to myself? Oh, that's too small. Okay, right, here we go again. So up. Get your... I have to hold underneath. I have to hold my needle. What I want to get, I think, what I'm going to invest in is a stand so I can hold my stitching. Because I need like 3 pairs of hands. Right, okay. Ready? We'll go round, round, round. Well, that's too many. Pull it through. Yeah, I'm making a right pig's ear with this. I thought I might. Thought I might. It's just going to turn into a knot. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Yep. So, yeah, we might not do bullion stitch. It's just a knot at the moment. Look at that. Yeah, we might not do very many of these. They're very fiddly. Let's just do one more just to make it look like a little bit like a flower. What I will do is pull my cotton through a bit more because I think that's where it all went pear-shaped. Not the fact that I can't do them, but you know, practice makes perfect. So come back up at the start. There. Hold my needle. Wrap, wrap, wrap a little bit. As long as the gap you want, apparently. And pull through. Oh, that's a bit smoother. Oh, look, I'm getting better, guys. I'm getting better already. I've only done 3. Huh? Right, okay, I'm going to do another one. I'm going to make a little star shape. I don't know what flowers are stars, but, you know, we're going to have a little star shape. Come back up in the middle and do the wrappy wrap wrap. The wrappy wrap wrap. I can't wrap. I'm not wrapping. I can wrap thread just about. 5 little wraps and then pull it through. And I just push it down a little bit. I might leave it at 4. That looks pretty. And again, we can just do a stalk coming down. So I might do a few more of those as well. So that's 2 different types of flowers. We are on our way, and I'm not going to make it too much more complicated. What I might do to finish it off is just do some more of these flowers, finish my seed stitching, and I might go over this. I might fill that in with satin stitch, but I don't know. It looks quite pretty as it is. As you can see, I've been slightly carried away. Just slightly, and I finished it. Oops. I'm going to just take you through what I've done. So remember that it's probably only going to be about that big on my page. So I've got extra. So I finished off doing the seed stitches. You saw me make these. I'm not sure. I might do some more actually. You know, they're never finished. I did go over all the outline on this one and filled it in with some really bad stitching. I think it was quite late and I was watching TV at the time. So, yeah, did all the wisteria, all different coloured purples. Yeah, did a few of those. Did the blue, what were they called? Can't remember. Hydrangeas. So, and I think the garden is finished. I don't think I can squeeze anything else in. We've got to put it on and do the wisteria branch coming down. And I think if I want to do any more, I can always add to it once it's on the page. But I'm sort of struggling to see where the ends are. So we're going to put that into the page, into the book. And hopefully it'll all go really smoothly. Like the rest of it has. Okay, let's just measure. Let's measure, says Carol, who never measures anything. You 2 girls all right? Oh, you fell out of bed. Get back in. Get into bed. You wait there. What are you doing? What, looking at the Eiffel Tower? Turn round. Say hello to everybody. Hello. Candy says hello. Right, let's do this page. So I think what we'll do is we'll just leave that edge for now. We'll get this side on, because I know you're all wondering how I'm going to get it in the book. So am I. Okay. Like babe there. So I'm going to do a little split, and I think it's easier than cutting, and it'll probably go in a straighter line if I rip it. So it might be a bit frayed. We're going to pop it in. Going over that edge. It is going to go over the edge. Goes to there. Okay, we can do that. We can go over the edge. That's fine. We can just about get that on. Goodness me, that was tight, wasn't it? Right, we're just going to finish this off now. And all I want to do are some more of these little flowers. I'm thinking I'm going to put little tufty flowers on the top of here. So, do you know them little loopy ones? Okay, so you pull it almost all the way through. In fact, I think I've pulled it. No, I haven't. There we go. So you leave a little loop. I'm trying to show you as best I can. This is all so tiny. And come up and do a few in, like, I don't remember what they're called now. I'll remember the name in a minute. It's turkey work. You just leave a little loop and it makes a little frothy flower. You'll see what I mean. I'm sure you've all done these before. If you're new, this is another new stitch. It's a fun one. And I'm going to do little ones on the top of all these long stalks that I made. Or around the page, whichever. Yeah, so this has took quite a long time. So I have condensed it down quite a lot to squeeze it into one video. Probably shorter than the others now. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think we want an hour every week, do we? Let's come down here. I shall do loads, but I'm just showing you what I'm doing because that's what I'm doing in this little thing. I don't know whether you want to watch me do the whole thing because it's a very long process, isn't it? Slow stitching. I'll move them out the way a bit. Come up. And sort of make yourself another loop like that. Don't pull too hard, else you'll pull your loop through. And then just like that. Move to another bit. I'm coming down there now. I realised I needed more pink. Because, you know, it's a garden. And it's got all sorts of colours. I am trying to keep them quite pale. I didn't want any, like, bright red ones. Okay, I'm coming back up. Back up. I know, all over the place. But, you know, that's me, wonky stitching. And I just want to finish this little bit so I can show you what it looks like. And then I'm going to do some underneath the blue. I think they're hydrangeas, are they? What are they called? Those long, tall, spiky flowers. I've probably got it completely. Oh, hydrangeas aren't like that, are they? They are something else. You can tell I'm a gardener, can't you? No, Carol, we can't. What are you talking about? There we go. So as you can see, I'm going to bring it a bit closer or zoom in or something. It's making little loops like this. And once I've done a few, and then I'm going to go over there and do some. And then I've got this bit down here to fill in, and I don't know what to do with it yet. We could have dragged it out over 2 weeks and you could have sit and watched me do like a million stitches. But I don't think that makes very exciting videoing. I don't know, I could be wrong. That could be what you want to watch. Let me know. Do let me know in the comments if I've got it all wrong. I think I need more up here. And I'm going to keep going till it looks sort of pretty. Maybe one more here, just to make it a bit fuller in this little bit here. So I'm going to finish it off and do a few more up there and then decide. Oh, I might do some more yellow ones here as well. Make some them raised knots. I've shown you how I'm doing them. There we go. So Sally's very happy with her new little garden. So I'm thinking it's like a cottage garden. It's got lots of flowers and it's really pretty. So she's very happy, aren't you, Sally? Yay! So usually at this point when we finished a page, I'll tell you what's coming up next time. But it's going to be a surprise. Lynn has given me an idea. And next time, Sally is going to have a surprise. Now, even I don't know what that surprise is going to be yet, so that's going to be very interesting. So join me in 2 weeks' time when we find out what Sally's surprise is, and start thinking about what your surprise could be in your storybook, because you know there's always a twist in a story. Okay guys, I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been stitching along, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.